All right, hey everybody, I'm Rachel Becker and with Realty One Group Platinum, and I'm here with Tiffany McQuarrie, and we are at 2125 Brandt Lane in Enon Valley, Pennsylvania. And this is a listing that's going to be coming soon, and it's a historical landmark, correct? And I wanted to have Tiffany share a little bit about the home with you all so you can see how cool and awesome it is when you see the pictures. So.
Great. Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
welcome.
Hi, Rachel. Well, thank you for the opportunity because I'd love to talk about our house. Our house was once known way back as Pine Grove Farm, and it was built in October of 1823. So we are just approaching our 200-year mark.
Wow.
And it is just as beautiful as whenever it was first created, or not created, it was built.
Yeah.
But it was built by a gentleman by the name of Enon Marvin, and he was an attorney that bought this farm, and it was called Pine Grove Dairy Farm way back then. What is some really cool features about this home, because it is not your average cookie cutter home.
No, it's not.
In fact, what makes it so unique is that every room has unique moldings. Like no room looks the same. Many of the rooms have fireplaces.
Yes.
There are 7 fireplaces, I believe, in this home, each with its own unique moldings.
Yes.
And so the house was built. The stones for the foundation were cut and transported from the local Koppel area on stone wagon carts. And the bricks were baked right here on the farm.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it says that, so we have as you'll see in the pictures, there's the traditional farmhouse, and then there's an addition that we put on in 1980. But the original farmhouse, some unique features, all of the doors are called Bible doors.
Yes,
and
they're so cool.
the reason for that is because the first part of the door is in the shape of a cross, and the bottom part of the door is in the shape of an open Bible. And many of the doors do have its original brass knobs and key fixtures. All of the original walls are a foot thick, and they did that because of insulation.
Yeah. Yep.
And it said that there's enough wood in this original house to build 2 modern small homes. So there's a lot of wood involved.
Yeah.
The addition that we built, we had torn down the original servants' quarters that were connected to the house, and we used all of the wood from the servants' quarters. So when you go into, we call it the agape room, because my grandmother and grandfather and their friends built it. It was a work of love as they built it together, and so we call it the agape room. Agape is the Christian word for love, and so the wood is from the original servants' quarters. The beams that you will see in that room are from a local farm that was a barn that was torn down, and they used the beams in the barn. So there's just a lot of unique features about the house. You'll notice in the reception hall there's the staircase, and that's a hanging staircase. And if you stand at the base of right underneath the stairs, and you look up, you can look all the way up to the 3rd floor. There's no visible means of support that's obstructing your view, which is fabulous, except if you're on the 3rd floor looking down, then it's not for the faint-hearted, because it is quite a view from there. But so there's the fireplace in the master bedroom is called an English fireplace, and you'll notice the ledges, if you remember. So they used to gather around fires, because that's primarily how they heated the house way back then, is from fires. And so they would set their little cups of tea on the ledges and sit around the fire and just talk. And so that's a neat
that's a really neat
feature.
Yes.
Trying to think of anything else that is unique about this home. What you'll notice and hopefully love are the size of the rooms. They are quite large.
Very high ceilings, if you can.
It's all fun and games till you paint them, and then you're hanging on a ladder. doing all sorts of acrobatics. But yeah, so it's just a house that is well loved. It's been in my family since I was 3 weeks old, which is really cool. And my husband and I are the 8th owners of this home, so it really has not changed ownership a lot throughout its time.
Almost 200 years.
And the 3 of those owners, my husband and me, and my parents and my grandparents. So we're 3 of the owners. And so the other span of the years were by 5 other owners. At one time, an Amish family lived in this house, and so there's just a lot of unique changes that were made to accommodate. There were actually 2 families living in this house. And so we've poured a lot of love into this home. Hopefully you'll enjoy the new updated bathroom that's downstairs with my dream shower.
We're going to try to find a new one.
We're going to try and find a new dream shower, but enjoy your dream shower because it was made with love. For folks, the men, my husband loves the garage that we built. And I think it's something like 20 by 40, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a spacious
very big
garage, 2-stall with a man door as well. And it's connected to the house, and I can tell you on many of rainy days and snowy days, that has been a real blessing.
Bring the groceries.
Exactly. So the parcel itself is about a little under 3.5 acres. Included in that is like a goat enclosure, and hey, talk to me if you want the goats, because we can throw those in to sweeten the deal. We're totally cool with that.
I might even take them. Everybody knows I love it.
And there's an old smokehouse that's also part of the parcel. There's a cement building that has storage on both sides, cement block building. So it's just a lovely acreage that is in the country, so for those who enjoy country living. But what is fabulous is it's like the best of both worlds. Because we're about 25 to 30 minutes from Boardman, Ohio, which just has everything that you would always and ever need as far as shopping and restaurants and that sort of thing. We are 15 minutes from Chippewa, and that has a lot of the local, Walmart, super Walmarts, and Giant Eagles, Home Depot, restaurants. And then you are also probably about 8 miles or 7 miles from 376, so that can get you anywhere that you need to go. Certainly a gateway to Pittsburgh. We're close to the turnpike, so it really is. You can have the privacy of just rural living with the advantages of just being able to jump on a highway and go where you need to go.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly. And not a lot, but we do have neighbors that are Amish, so this is an Amish community as well. That helps to reduce noise. I can tell you that you don't need to worry about neighbors blaring music because that's not an option. But there's also an Amish schoolhouse that is situated just kind of almost in our neighbor's backyard, and that's just really cool to see the Amish kids out enjoying their recess time. In fact, they'll play volleyball. I've seen it's been like 30 degrees and they're outside playing volleyball, which is kind of cool. So I hope you love our home as much as we have, and thank you for the opportunity, Rachel, to just kind of showcase it and tell what's meaningful about it.
Thank you so much for that. Yes, I'm very excited, and stay tuned. The listing will be going live, hopefully within a week or next week.
Perfect.
And I'll have the pictures, and let me know if you want to come see it. I would love to show you guys. All right, thanks guys.
Bye-bye now.